makes sense. Well, there's one unsuccessful attempt. The red light is flashing. Is it supposed to be flashing red? That's green. Okay, I have tried 3 times to connect to the camera now, and I'm in the top row. That's number 4. Yes. Well, I can see the blue halo on the iPad, and then it kicks me off. No, it never pops on the computer on production truck, but I do get the blue halo for a couple seconds and then it quits. Correct. Is that a problem? Why does this shit always happen to me? Seriously, he was in Sigourney on Tuesday or Monday, and you guys did just fine on Tuesday. What the hell? I don't understand. Well, when you turn the hotspot on, everything connects automatically. But then I opened the camera and got it all set up, and then I opened the laptop and launched production truck. So you mean the NDI camera? Yes. Nope. So if I if I go to, let's see, if I go to broadcast, let's see, production truck, let's see. It's not, let's see, click live, right, to go to pause it. Well, I know, but I'm on camera attempt number 6, and I still haven't gotten anything to work yet. I was thinking about just shutting it down and starting over again, because it keeps kicking me out. But when I click live, so if I confirm stopping the stream for a little bit to try to figure it out. I'm going to get on the headset, so I'm going to hang up the phone. All right, we're sorry for the delay. We're having some difficulty again with the video, so I'm just gonna do some audio here as best I can until we can figure it out. I got some people working on this, but our first match is going to be against Pekin, and it looks like we're going to start at 120 pounds. Deacon Bird came out for a forfeit, and now Lane Bachman is out for a forfeit. Pekin has a pretty small team, so there's going to be probably quite a few forfeits in this duel here, and probably going to be over fairly quickly, I would imagine. Junior Kiros at 132 came out and also took a forfeit. Lars Smith at 138 is at the score table right now. And it looks like he's also going to take a forfeit. So far Waco has taken 4 forfeits in a row. Braden Spain is at the score table at 145 and appears like he's going to have a match. So we will have a match here at 145 after all of the forfeits. They're showing, maybe when I wasn't paying attention, they forfeited also at 106 and 113. So they have the team score as 36-0 Waco. I'm not sure who the opponent is here for Pekin. Let me look. Looks like Declan Hampton. He and Braden Spain. About a minute and a half left in the first. Just quite a bit of tying up here. Braden's in on a single leg. Nice shot on the outside there, and he's got 2. A lot of movement from the bottom from Declan. But Braden seems to be riding tough here as long as he can stay in good position. He's working to break him down. Braden's got a cradle locked up here, and he's getting some near fall. Ended up with 3 near fall, and Hampton with the escape lost the grip on the cradle and ended up with an escape. So the score is now 5-1, 40 seconds left in the first period. Braden looks really good in this match. I think it's a couple pretty evenly matched guys, and Braden definitely has some positive things going on here. A couple shots from each of these guys here late in the first. Neither one successful. They're currently in a collar tie. Probably just gonna maybe ride out the end of the period here with about 10 seconds left. Hampton in on a low single that was not successful. Defended very well by Spain, and the first period is over. 5-1 Spain. Pekin gets choice and he chooses down, and we're starting the second period. A lot of movement from Hampton on the bottom. Spain's looking for another cradle, but kind of left himself vulnerable there with his arm over the top. And he ended up regaining a good position here over the hips. So that was good for him. I thought he was going to give up another escape. He's got him flat, working on double wrist control. And actually he's got a half and a wrist on the other side, but that didn't work out for him. So Hampton's got himself built back up to a base, but Spain is working on trying to break him down. Got stall warning on Hampton here on the bottom. 1 minute left, and Spain's still riding on top. He's actually got another cradle locked up. He's just got to sit back with it really not in great position with it. He's got to still working here, and he lost the grip on the cradle. So now he's got wrist control and a half, and he's got him turned here, looking for near fall. Refs counting. Spain repositioned a little bit and lost control. Got 3 near fall, and Hampton's out for an escape. Score is currently 8-2. 25 seconds left in the second period. Both wrestlers back on their feet, working on a collar tie and some wrist control. About 5 seconds left. Neither one appears like they're going to be doing anything here late in the second. And there's the whistle. End of the second period, Spain 8-2. This is a good match for Braden. He's really come a long way this year since the beginning of the season. Both guys looking for some control here, a little hand fighting, and they're both moving their feet really well. Some snap downs. Braden's got a little snap down into a front headlock and almost had a go behind. Sorry, I'm trying to work on the technical difficulties here while I'm talking, but Spain's get another takedown and ends up with the fall. 1 minute 10 left in the third period. Spain with the fall. Team score is currently 42-0 Waco. We have Hausengay for Waco at the score table, and I'm not sure who it is for Pekin, either Logan Baker or Gavin Brown. They have 2 guys listed here at 152. And I don't know which one it is, so. Whistle to start the first period. Hausengay in on a single leg and right back out again. That was defended well by the Pekin wrestler. Hausengay's got over-under here. Pekin in on a shot. Defended really well by Hausengay. He's working for a go behind here. Oh, it's kind of a nice little scramble situation. Both guys ended up back on their feet. Hausengay with double underhooks. He's got locked up on a bear hug. And he lost that, ended up behind. Pekin hit a standing switch, trying to get the advantage. Loudon has a leg in, still no points here. Both guys scrambling for the takedown. Now Pekin's turned around and he's in on a single leg. Loudon with the whizzer. Both guys back to their feet, and good little scramble there. That was nice to see. Nice to see both of them, especially Hausengay fighting that off. He was in a couple positions there that didn't look like he was going to come out of positive, but he's in on a good double leg and ends up with 2. Hausengay 2-0. Pekin moving really well on the bottom here. And Hausengay just fighting it off really well. working on getting him flat. He's got wrist control with that arm across his body, and there's the end of the first period, 2-0 Hausengay. Looks like it's Pekin's choice, and yeah, he is choosing down the bottom position. Hausengay covers, and the whistle will start the second period. Pekin tried to stand up right on the whistle, but that didn't work out for him. He's got a base built up, but his head's on the mat. Hausengay cranking on him pretty hard. Now he's got an arm bar. He's off to the side like a cow catcher position here, and Pekin's worked his way back up to his feet. Still no escape. There it is. One escape for Pekin. Now it's 2-1 Hausengay. Pekin in on a shot. Looked like he shot a double leg from half a mile away, and Hausengay with a nice go behind after stuffing that shot. 4-1 Hausengay. 50 seconds left. 5-0 seconds left in the second period. Loudon's working on a near side cradle here. He's got it locked up, and he's just got to dump him over his head. He's still got it locked up. Just working on trying to get him turned. Cradle still locked up. Pekin back to his feet, but right back down. Good hips movement by Hausengay to fend off that escape. Loudon works really hard here in the top position. I haven't seen him with a leg ride yet, but he's definitely working the wrist control pretty hard. I don't think the Pekin wrestler has had both wrists to work with here yet in this match. Pekin on his feet, and they go out of bounds right at the end of the period. So Hausengay's choice here in the third, up 4-1. He is going to take the bottom position. Pekin is in to cover. Start of the third period, Hausengay's right to his feet, working on breaking that grip. Yeah, he's successful, except he turned an escape into a takedown really quick on a reshot, and gets 2 takedowns. 6-1 Hausengay. Minute 35 left in the third period, and they go out of bounds. Hausengay is going to concede the reverse half, locked up here pretty tight, but Al fights pretty hard off of his back. So we'll see what happens. But right now, Al's working pretty hard to fight off of his back here with a little over a minute left in the first period. The official seems to be pretty slow here getting around. I think there was a couple situations where Al was probably pinned and the official didn't see it, but he finally gives up the fall. Minute 6 in the first period. So those are Pekin's first team points for 45-6 is the team score after 160 pounds. We're going to have Boone at 170. Looks like Pekin will have Blake Jewell. Boone and Jewell at 170, getting ready to start. Boone in on a single leg shot. He's pulling the leg in and driving through, and they go out of bounds. That was a good shot by Boone. He got in nice and tight there. Just couldn't get it finished. Jewel in on a single leg, switches off to a double. Now he's got a bear hug. Boone right to his back. Gives up 2, but then goes right to his belly. No near fall. Jewel has a cow catcher here. It's got Boone turned to his back. That looks pretty tight. And he gets the fall on Boone. 45 seconds. 45 seconds in the first period. Jewel gets the fall over Boone. Team score now 45-12 Waco. Well, I had Alex working on the technical difficulties with the video. He connected into this laptop remotely and trying to fix it, and I just got a message from him saying that he doesn't know what to do next. He can't figure it out. What I don't understand is why it works for all the basketball broadcasts, but when I take it for wrestling, it doesn't seem to want to work correctly. So apparently I have the bad luck juju or something. I don't know what's going on, but Alex has something else he has to do at 5:30. I'm guessing some work-related stuff. So again, I apologize, but I'm going to continue the duel here or the evening through audio, so you at least have that. We'll see what we can get accomplished here, but I do apologize for the video. I'm really frustrated myself. So we got Lovan out at 182. Let me look at the sheet here and see who we have. Looks like Pekin has Ryan Dowd. So we got Lovan and Dowd on the mat at 182. Lovan's in on a single leg. Worked his hips around for a go behind. Nice job cutting the corner. And it is 2-0 Lovan. He's got a cradle locked up too. And he's settling back. Ref count near fall. Looks like we got 2 near fall and the cradle grip was broken. So Lovan's still on top. Actually, Dowd got to his feet, but right back to the mat. Lovan 4-0 with about 50 seconds left or so in the first. Lovan tried to roll through and looks like he was going to get caught and end up giving up a reversal, but he recovered nicely, got his hips up. Still working on forward pressure, and Dowd gets to his feet and Lovan just concedes the escape. 4-1 Lovan. Both guys back into a collar tie. Lovan kind of snapping the head a little bit, trying to move him around. And about 10 seconds left in the first period. It looks like it's going to probably end 4-1 here. End of the first period, Lovan 4-1. Looks like Pekin's choice, and he chooses down, bottom position. Lovan's got a cradle locked up again. Just needs to figure out how to sit back with it, settle back in. And he lost the grip on the cradle. Working on tight waist and wrist control. He's got to quit putting his arm over the top. But he's got good forward pressure. He actually picked the ankle. Now he's got him flat with a little bit of a leg ride. And Dowd's right back to his base. Working on trying to get to his feet here. He's looking for hand control, and Lovan just settles him back in. No near fall though. Lovan has a chicken wing, and Dowd gets to his feet and gets away. 4-2, 1 minute left in the second period. Back to some collar ties and head snaps. Neither guy really looking to be aggressive at this point, but as you get into the upper weights, sometimes circling around with collar ties, that's what you get. Lovan in on a nice high C and ends up switching off, dumped to a double, dumps him to his butt and gets 2. And Dowd goes out of bounds, scooting on his butt. 6-2 Lovan. 25 seconds left. Restart at the center. Lovan working on some wrist control. Dowd's doing a pretty good job of fighting that off. He's just looking to get back to his feet here before the end of the period, maybe make it 6-3. Dowd with a reversal. I'm not sure what happened there, but Dowd ended up with a reversal and looks like 3 near fall at the end of the period. Wow, things happen quickly. It is now 7-6 Dowd at the end of the second period. Lovan's choice to start the third, and he chooses neutral. Probably a smart choice considering he's taken him down pretty easily 3 times now, so actually twice. 2 of those are near fall points. Not really much going on right here on their feet. Lovan's looking to get in on a leg, and he's in on a single. Kind of backwards with the arm there, but he's able to dump him to his butt and get the 2. It is 8-7 now. Lovan, 1.5 minutes left in the match. Lovan's doing everything he can. Dowd's gotten to his feet, but Lovan's still in on the leg. Lovan's trying to drive through and at least get him over his hips maybe, so he can not give up this escape, but Dowd's on his feet for 1. Score tied 8-8 with 1 minute left. Lovan looks pretty tired here. I would say Dowd's probably the fresher wrestler at this point with 45 seconds left, but being tied 8-8, and Dowd's in on a shot. He's in on a double leg, but Lovan's sprawling pretty well. He actually switched off to a single and dumped him to his hip. Lovan's in a bad spot here and gives up 2 with 30 seconds left. It's 10-8 Dowd. Lovan needs to figure something out here. He's only got 20 seconds left, and he looks pretty gassed. And it doesn't look like he's going to have anything left in the tank maybe to get anything done with 7 seconds to work with. He's basically still on his face on the mat. So, and that's the end of the third period. You got to give props to Dowd on that one. He never quit wrestling and ended up with the victory, the 10-8 decision. That makes the team score 45-15 Waco. Lovan's walking off, looking pretty tired. We got Deers out here on the mat at 195. Looks like he's going to take a forfeit at 195. That makes the score 51-15 Waco. Jonah Clark coming to the score table to check in. I did want to let you know here while we have a little break for a second that Waco will actually not wrestle in round 2. Clark comes out and takes a forfeit at 2:20. Willits checking in at the score table. And it looks like he is also going to come out and take a forfeit. So this duel against Pekin is going to end, it appears, 63-15 Waco. I was starting to say Waco is not wrestling in round 2. So we have a bye the next round. So I am actually going to go offline for a little bit, mute my mic, and take care of some things and get something to drink. I'm going to lose my voice probably by the end of the night if I'm talking nonstop. So, well, hang on a second. We might actually have a JV match. Yep, looks like we're going to have a JV match. John Stauffer is going to come out for a JV match at 285. And I do not know who the Columbus wrestler is. We're kind of crossing mats here. Columbus is wrestling Van Buren on the other mat. They just finished up. So we're going to bring a Columbus wrestler over here to our mat and against Stauffer and let him wrestle. It's been really nice this year. Stauffer's actually gotten quite a few JV matches this season. Looks like several teams we've wrestled have had extra guys in the 285 weight class, so John's been able to get some good JV matches this season. Looks like Stauffer's putting on his ankle band. We're ready to go here. And the whistle. Both guys immediately locked up in a collar tie. Hand fighting, looking for control. Stauffer seems to be the one moving forward, and Columbus wrestler backing up. Neither one of them with really an advantage here, but it looks like Stauffer might be the one moving forward, which is good. That's what we want. We want to move him forward. And they break the tie and right back into the collar tie. Stauffer wrestled a lot, quite a bit as a kid in the youth program, and kind of took a break from wrestling for one reason or another, and it's actually good to see him back on the mat. John could be our varsity heavyweight next year if things work out. All three of our heavyweight wrestlers that are, both of our heavyweight wrestlers this year that have been taking turns at the varsity level are both seniors, so we won't have those guys next year, but John will probably be a nice addition to step in and take over that spot. So he looks pretty good here. He's got good collar tie control and elbow. They're kind of going back and forth here between the collar tie and not. 30 seconds left. Neither guy has really attempted a shot, but they are working on some hand fighting here. John's got a kind of draped over on the left arm. I was thinking maybe he might try a slide by, but 10 seconds left in the first period. The Columbus wrestler's in on a double leg, but he's got his head in the middle and he's getting flattened out. Stauffer with the nice go behind there, 2-0. And the period ends. Stauffer up 2-0. That was a good takedown there at the end. It didn't look like either guy was going to score there with about 20 seconds left, but Columbus wrestler just got flattened out on that double and couldn't recover. Columbus's choice, and he chooses down. Stauffer on to cover. And the start of the second period. Looks like Stauffer's working to drive him forward here just to keep him down. Columbus actually almost had a stand up there, but Stauffer did a nice job getting him back down to the mat. He's got an ankle and he's working on trying to get him flat, but the Columbus wrestler's having nothing of that. Now he's flat. He tried to do a sit out and ended up just getting pulled back on his shoulder and flat on his belly. Stauffer's working on a power half and a wrist control. He's actually got wrist control on one side. Oh, now he switched back to the power half. He just needs to get off to the side. He's actually on the wrong side, but then he lost it. Stauffer is really tough on top here. He just can't seem to get anything working. But he's got good pressure, good forward pressure, and he's looking for anything he can find to get him turned. 40 seconds left in the second period. Stauffer still on the top position, up 2-0. Columbus back to his base. Stauffer grabs the ankle and gets him back flat. .20 seconds left. Stauffer's got the far elbow, looking for his butcher that he likes to run, and he's got him turned. Not sure yet if we got any near fall out of that. Yes, we did. 2 near fall on that butcher. So it is right at the end of the second period. Stauffer gets 2 more points on that near fall. It's now 4-0 Stauffer, and it's see the choice. Looks like the choice is neutral. So we're going to start the third period on our feet. Looks like a little more of the same from the first period, right into a collar tie. And a lot of back and forth. Stauffer's still the guy moving forward, that's for sure. Both of them hand fighting here for collar tie position. Stauffer just gets a stall warning call. Actually, he's the only one of the two that hasn't taken a shot here in the entire match, so we'll see if he recognizes the warning and does something about it. Being up 4-0, stall warning really isn't that important, but even if he gives up a point here and a takedown, he'd still be up 4-3. All right, Stauffer gets the second stall call and gives up a point to the other wrestler. Now it's 4-1 Stauffer with 30 seconds left. Columbus wrestlers doing a lot of backing up. There's just a lot of hand fighting and stuff going on. Looked like Stauffer was going to attempt to get in on a leg, but he kind of got stopped and working the head pretty hard. 10 seconds left. He's still up 4-1. And that's the end of the match. Stauffer wins by decision, 4-1. Before I leave here for round 2, I was gonna try to go through our sponsor list. Since I don't have video, I can't run commercials. Give me 1 second here. It appears like I have lost my sponsor list for some reason. Oh well. Guess if nothing's gonna go right, might as well be nothing that goes right. So anyway, I'm gonna log off here. The broadcast is not going to end, but I'm gonna shut off the audio. And round 2, Waco is having a bye round, so I'll be back when we start round 3. All right, everybody. I'm back here at least for a little bit. Actually, I found a workaround here using the laptop camera. It's not ideal, but it does work. As long as nobody comes in and sits in front of the camera, we'll be all right. Looks like captains are coming to the mat, to the center. Probably going to be getting started here anytime. Hopefully I don't get in the way of the camera. I'm actually kind of sitting beside it, so I hope I don't get in the way or anybody sits in front of us, but this is probably going to work, at least for now. So we'll have to probably shut off the video because I think our last two duels are actually on the other mat, so I will have to figure out how to get that set up over there for the other mat at some point. So looks like we're done with the captains. And the scoreboard says we're going to be starting at 120 pounds. But I don't know if that's true or not. I see some guys getting ready, but I'm not sure who's coming out to start. So looks like Mclaughlin's getting ready. Scoreboard could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. All right, it looks like we're going to get started here. We've got Lane Scorple for Columbus, and we are starting at 120 pounds. And Deacon Bird for Waco. And here we go. Deacon's first-year wrestler this year. This is a really brutal matchup for him, actually. He's going to have a tough time. Scorple in on the first takedown. And he's pretty tough here on top. Deacon did a nice job not rolling over on that. So he gets the escape. It's 2-1 Scorple. Scorple with the fall. Minute 2 in the first period. Lane Bachman checked in at 126. He might have. I don't know. Maybe so. You want to talk? We can put it. You can put a headset on. I think this is prior for Columbus. Actually, they don't have anybody listed at 126. Columbus. Columbus just got the first takedown. And he's got a half. He just needs to get him flat. Bachman's working really hard here to get to his feet. Actually, he's fighting this off really, really well. Columbus still has a half here. They're just kind of rolling around, but Bachman is fighting this half off really tough. I don't know how he has gotten this long. He's man, he's being really tough, but now he gave it up on the other side, and they go out of bounds. Just under 1 minute left in the first period. Reset at the center. Bachman is in the bottom position. And we're going to have a caution on Bachman for not setting up properly. So he's reset, covered, and the whistle. And immediately gets driven to his belly. But again, he's still fighting this half off really, really well. And he makes an attempt to get to his feet. Looks like he was trying to hit a switch there. It just didn't work out for him. Didn't clear the arm. But he is relentless with that half, and he finally gets him turned over. I believe that was a 2 count, but now he's got him over a little farther, and he's got his 5 count. Lane just needs to fight for 15 more seconds here, and he can work in the second period. Got 7 seconds left, and he gives up the fall. And he fought hard for that. So that makes the score, team score 12-0 Columbus after 2 falls. At 132, we have Kiros and Miranda for Columbus. Miranda in on a single leg and gets the 2. He's working really tough here on top. Got the cradle locked up already and got him turned. And Junior breaks that grip. 2 near fall. Currently 4-0 Miranda. There goes Kiros with the escape. Took advantage of the hip separation and got to his feet. 4-1 Miranda. That was kind of a half-hearted shot there by Miranda and ended up in a front headlock situation. Then a gator roll. Had Kiros on his back for just a little bit, but he rolled through. A little over a minute left. And we got blood time. 107 left. 6-1 Miranda. Got blood time for Kiros. And that's getting to be a pretty common thing for Junior. He spends a lot of time in the corner for blood time. But he goes hard. And he wrestles tough, and he's not afraid of anything. So you're bound to get some bloody noses if you're going to go hard like he does. Looks like blood time has stopped, and they've tended to Junior's bloody nose. As soon as we get the mat cleaned up, it looks like both guys are ready to go again. So all right, looks like we're coming back out to the center. Kiros is getting set here in the bottom position, down 6-1. 107 left in the first. Immediately, Miranda puts in the leg. I can honestly say I've never seen Miranda wrestle yet. I must have missed his match in Washington last Thursday, but he appears to be pretty aggressive and pretty tough here on top. Kiros actually got some hip separation, and he's turned into a leg. He just needs to circle around and work on the hips, but Miranda seems to still be holding on to that leg and that ankle. But if Kiros can get that free, he's going to get around for two. He just needs to move a little faster. That's two. He's got the hips covered. Now it is 6-3. Miranda. Kiros on top with 15 seconds left in the first. Junior's got a half, and it looks like he's working that over pretty hard. And he gives it up for Miranda with the escape right at the end of the period. So first period will end 7-3 Miranda. Green's choice, that would be Columbus. He's taking the top position. Miranda coming in to cover. And the start of the second period, Junior goes flat immediately, then right back up to his base. Miranda with a spiral ride in the far elbow. He's got a butcher, but he doesn't keep him there long enough, and Miranda catches that reverse half when he tries to roll through. Catches that arm, and Junior's fighting off of his back right now. Minute and a half left. This is going to be a tough situation to fight off here with that much time left on the clock, but and Kiros gives up the fall. 35 seconds left into the second period. Team score is now 18-0 Columbus. Smith checking in at 138. Lars Smith at 138. Looks like Columbus is going to forfeit 138. Team score now 18-6. At 145, Columbus sends out Dante Zuniga. For Waco will be Hausengay. Hausengay and Zuniga at 145. All right, here we go. Start of this match. I would probably have to say Hausengay's got the advantage in this match, but I shouldn't speak too soon. Both of them looking for head and hand control here. Hausengay gets an eye poke, an accidental eye poke. So we have a stop in action here with 15 seconds in. Looks like he's good to go. Tough kid. All right, and we're resuming the first period. Hausengay was in on a shot. It just didn't work. Second shot's out of bounds. Right back to the middle again. Zuniga drops down thinking maybe Hausengay might shoot off the whistle, but that didn't happen. So here we are back. Both guys trying to control the head and hand fighting. Loudon with a good deep shot there. He just missed the leg on his way by. Zuniga back in on a shot, and Hausengay caught him and pancaked him to the mat. Looks like, it's hard to see, but it looks like Hausengay has an arm bar on one side. And he has that, doesn't have that any longer. Now he's looking for a cross-face cradle. That's not working either. But he's still riding tough. Zuniga with a little sit-out attempt that didn't work. Hausengay tried a head lever. That wasn't working. Back to the head lever. But Zuniga's flat, so we can work from here. Now he's got a 2-on-1 on that right side wrist. Can't get it rolled under, so he kind of gave up on that a little bit, but he's back to wrist control again. Looking for that other arm. Cross face to the far elbow, switches off to a power half. He's really tough here. He's just not able to get much done. Still 2-0 Hausengay, first period with 10 seconds left. And that's the end of the first period. Looks like Hausengay's choice. He's going to choose the bottom position to start the second period. And the start of the second period. Hausengay with a quick switch right off the whistle. Zuniga still got a hold of the leg, so he doesn't have it completed yet, but if Hausengay can get his hips up here in this position, he'll have it. And he just got it. He awarded the 2 reversal. 4-0 Hausengay. And he's got a cow catcher here with the arm bar and the front headlock. Zuniga is fighting this off really, really well. Just had to get rid of that near side elbow on the mat, and yeah, we need this fall here for team points, and he gets it. 1:17 left in the second period. Hausengay gets the fall at 1:45. Team score is now 18-6. At 1:52, we're going to have Braden Spain. And I'm not sure who they have at 1:52 for Columbus. All right, we got the handshake and the whistle. Braden's really aggressive here with that head control and some snap downs. Good defense there on the Columbus shot. A lot of hand fighting, a lot of foot movement. Both of them looking for hand control. Little hand fighting. Good job with the snap down there for Spain, right into that front headlock, and then he backs out of it, gives up on it. And Columbus in on a shot. Braden, good defense. Nice go behind attempt, but no points there. Still 0-0, minute 15 left in the first. Collar tie position here for both guys. Braden doesn't like that, so he peels the hand off. And Columbus in on another shot. Good defense by Spain. He's just got to not go to his hip here, and I think he'll be okay. And that's exactly what happens. He gets dumped to his hip and gives up 2 takedown. 40 seconds left. Spain is down 2-0 with that takedown. He's got to get that wrist back. He's got to fight the hands. Try to get that wrist back so he can get to his feet here. He's only got a little less than 30 seconds, and we need him to get one. And he's up to his feet, but just couldn't make it happen. Now he's flat. Columbus working on a turn here. He's got the far wrist and elbow. Looked like he was going to get something out of that, but nothing came of it. Still 2-0 Columbus at the end of the first. Columbus's choice on the coin flip. He defers. Spain chooses neutral to start the second period. And we're on our feet here to start the second period. Columbus in on another shot again, blocked really well by Spain, but couldn't make anything happen. Now we're back in the collar tie position, ear to ear, slide by attempt that didn't work. Columbus in on another double leg attempt that was blocked. In on another double leg attempt that was blocked. Spain working, holding on to that far ankle, trying to keep his feet back and sprawl out of this, but he's got to work on trying to control that guy's hips. And Columbus cuts the corner for another takedown, 4-0 Columbus, and we've got a stoppage. Looks like blood time. Blood time for Columbus. Looks like blood time is over now. We just got to get the mat cleaned up and we'll be ready to go again. A minute 1:15 left in the second period. Spain down 4-0. And we will resume with Spain in the bottom position. And there's the whistle. Spain immediately to his feet and out of bounds. Right back where we started. There was about 5 seconds elapsed there, and he's right back to his feet on the whistle again. And he got him back to the mat just as they go out of bounds. I would imagine we do this one more time. Columbus might end up with a stall warning here for pushing out of bounds. And he got right to his feet to get flattened back out again. Now he's got to work a little harder. He's got a base built up, but he's given up that 2-on-1 on the wrist and needs to get that peeled off. That's going to be trouble if he doesn't do something about it. That's exactly the trouble I was talking about. He got to his feet and didn't have that wrist cleared, and right back to the mat he went. 30 seconds left in the second, and he gives up a half and gets turned. And he's given up near fall here with 25 seconds left. I'm guessing he's got 3 right now. But and Columbus ends up with the fall. 18 seconds left in the second period. All right, at 160 pounds, we have Al and Orozco from Columbus. Orozco. The team score right now is currently 24-12 Columbus. We just wrestled Columbus last Thursday night in Washington and won that duel, but I believe the score was pretty close. So one of those duels where you know, maybe you win or lose the coin toss one way or the other, depending on who you have to send out at certain weight classes. You know, where one match goes one way or the other, it changes the outcome of the duel tremendously when they're that close. So I don't remember the results of all of those matches on Thursday. I think we had some guys wrestling maybe some different weight classes, but I'm not 100% sure. Columbus in on a shot here and gets a takedown early. Al down 2-0. About a minute and a half left here. Al's working here, trying to get hand control, but he is now just giving up that arm bar, and now the half on the other side. This is going to be a really tough situation for Al, but he fought that off really, really well. And he's just baiting him with that arm bar to throw a half in on the other side, and just letting him have it. That's just Al's inexperience. But he's doing a good job fighting that half off. He's had 2 attempts tried now, and neither one of them have been successful, so score is still 2-0. Fighting it off really, really well, but he needs to figure out a way to get a little separation here and maybe work on trying to get stood up with 30 seconds left in the first. We need to have an escape here and score one before the end of the period. $15 seconds remaining in the period. Not really much change. Looks like 5 seconds left. It looks like it's going to end right here. Yep, there's the end of the first period. Still 2-0 Columbus. Al did a great job fighting off all of those attempts. He gets, and I say this every time I do this, he gets better every time I see him. It's like it's Al's choice. He's going to take the top position. Looks like we have a controversy on whose choice it's supposed to be. And it looks like the official was wrong. It was Columbus's choice, and he's choosing neutral. Al seems to be a little tentative here. I don't think he is real confident in the shot that he has. And Columbus is in on a blast double and sits him down on his butt. Right back to the same control on top for the Columbus wrestler. He's looking for a wrist or an armbar or a crossface with that far elbow. Seems to be a pretty popular thing for the Columbus team, is to crossface to that far elbow. And he's got Al's arm laid across his back here. He's fighting that off pretty good and actually recognized that he was going to be looking for a half on that side and defended it really well. This is the part of Al's game right now that I think's a lot better than the last time I saw him. He's really fighting off these pinning combinations really well. This was not the case a few weeks ago or even before Christmas, so this guy's learning as much as he possibly can. It appears like he's maybe a sponge at practice, listening to the coaches and working on certain things. 10 seconds left in this period, still 4-0 Columbus. That was another good period for Al, fighting off all of those attempts. Would have been really nice to see him maybe get up and try to score an escape, but not giving up near fall or getting pinned, I think, is a small victory here for him. Caution on Al for starting too early. Columbus is getting reset. And he's in for the cover. And Columbus right up to his feet. Al drops in on a leg and just gets pushed over to his hip there. Gives up the reversal. 6-0 Columbus with 1:40 left in the match. Man, he's just trying everything he possibly can to turn him, and he just isn't going over. Down 6-1. I think Al needs to try something here, but he gives up another takedown. He's going to cut him for an escape. I don't even think he got to his feet there. So Columbus is looking for team points here for a major decision. The score is currently 10-3 Columbus. And 50 seconds left. Now it is 12-4 with that takedown and that escape. Columbus currently has a major locked up, but he got in on another double for two more. 14-4 Columbus. 30 seconds left. He's still fighting this off really well. This is a tough position to be in. He needs to use this to get to his feet. That's a good position right there to be able to get to his feet. And that's the way the match ends, 14-4. That's a major. So Columbus should get 4 more team points. Team score is currently 28-12 after the 160-pound match. Lovan is checking in at 170. 170. Looks like Lovan's going to take a forfeit at 170. That's 6 points for Waco. A team score now 28-18. Boone checking in at 182. And it looks like he's also going to take a forfeit. 28-24, Columbus with the team score lead. We're going to have Deers out at 195. And he is going to have a match. Looks like Zapanez for Columbus against Deers. These guys, I'm not sure if they matched up last Thursday or not. I can't remember. A lot of hand fighting going on here, looking for a collar tie control. Deers actually has a really good shot in on a single leg, but the last few times he's been taking that shot, he's gotten stuck on the bottom and got flattened out, and he ends up getting scored on. So I'm thinking Deers might have a little different game plan tonight for scoring off of his feet, and that was a good one. That was a nice little 2-on-1 to a trip right to a double. That was pretty sweet. 2-0 Deers. 1 minute left in the first. He needs to not drape that arm over the top. He's got to stay behind the arms here, looking for something. Deers is looking for a cradle. Zapanez looks like he used the hip separation to get to his feet. Deers is still in a front headlock here, so no escape has been awarded yet. And he lets him go. 2-1 Deers. "13 seconds left in the first. Looks like they're going to end the period right here on their feet. Deers gets choice. He chooses to defer. Columbus is taking bottom. That was a much improved Drew Deers there in the first period. That was nice to see. Oh, that was a pretty slick. Zapanez used that hip separation there to get to his feet and get that escape. Score is 2-2 currently. Deers seems to be the wrestler moving forward in this collar tie. And he ends up with the counter, the reshot there, and gets a takedown going out of bounds. That was a beautiful reshot on that. He looked like he might have been in trouble for a second, and he just kept fighting through that until he got it. 4-2 Deers, 1:20 left in the second period. with that escape makes it 4-3 Deers. Back in the collar tie position. A little hand fighting. Really isn't much here going on except for some hand fighting in an ear-to-ear position. Drew needs to try to do something to set it up here and see if he can't get back in on a shot. 30 seconds left in the second. Yes, that was a beautiful double leg there by Deers. 6-3 Deers. And that was a perfectly timed takedown right at the end of the second period. I was mistaken, guys. This is Ethan Palmer for Columbus. Looks like they bumped him up from 82. Palmer. I was mistaken. I apologize for any Columbus fans that might be listening. Currently 6-3 Deers. Both guys just kind of pushing around like bulls here. Look, hand fighting, trying to get collar tie control, inside tie. Oh, Deers is driving through on that single leg. He just needs to not get spread out. He's got to cut the corner, switch off. Palmer's switched coming around the other side. He's got to elevate that leg. Elevate that leg, and there you go. Bump him on his hip. Look, stoppage, potentially dangerous. 57 seconds left. Drew Deers still up 6-3. This could be a very pivotal match in the duel, to be honest with you. Waco's only down 4 points in the team score, and I'm not sure that Drew won his match last Thursday, so this could be a game changer here if we can come out with a win. 30 seconds left, still 6-3. Palmer in on a shot, but he's pretty flat right now and stretched out. We're either going to get a score or a stalemate here. There's 20 seconds left. They're not going to let him stay here for 20 more seconds. But if Deers keeps working on this to improve his position, he'll let him have this to work. 5 seconds left. No points scored there at the end. Deers with the decision win, 6-3. I have to say that is the best match I have seen Drew Deers wrestle all season. All season. That was pretty awesome. My hat's off to him. He went out there like he wanted to win tonight, and he got it done. Team score currently 28-27 Columbus. So we're a 1 point deficit now. It looks like at 2:20 with Jonah Clark out on the mat. I'll just start calling him the Beast. Looks like we have the advantage in this match. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't end up with 16 points here with this one as well. And it looks like he's just going to cut him and potentially put down a takedown clinic here, because that's what Jonah does. And there's another 2. Currently 4-1 Clark. And he's looking to lock up a cross-face cradle. That doesn't work out for him. And we go out of bounds. 4-1 Clark. 1:25 left in the first period. And he concedes the escape. Start on their feet. 4-2 Clark. And another slide by for 2. 6-2 Clark. Just a little over a minute left here. I would imagine he's probably going to cut him. It'd be nice to see a couple more takedowns here before the end of the first, maybe. By the way, the Columbus wrestler is Malone, Kai Malone. Jonah just looks intimidating out there. I don't think I'd want to wrestle him, to be honest with you. He is just a beast. And he pushes him out of bounds. Malone lost his headgear and went out of bounds, so they're going to restart in the middle. 35 seconds left. Clark up 6-3. And Clark in on a double leg. Comes up with it. Kind of looks like he's toying with him a little bit in this collar tie position, and they drift out of bounds. 24 seconds left. Back into a collar tie and a quick slide by Clark. I'm not sure Malone either can't defend that or really doesn't know it's coming for the third time. I don't know which one it is, but I mean, it's a pretty slick slide by, but if you know it's coming, that's a different story. And the end of the first, it's Clark 8-3. 8-3 Clark against Malone. And it is Malone's choice. And he defers. Clark chooses the bottom. Clark is set. Malone in to cover. And the start of the second, Clark hits a switch really quick right away off the whistle. And it is successful. 10-3 Clark. Malone is flat right now. Clark's got wrist control on the side I can't see. Looks like he's trying to chug it out. Oh, he's got an arm bar, my bad. And he's got him turned, counting near fall. He just needs to settle his hips in here. He can have the fall whenever he wants it, I'm sure. The ref's holding 3 near fall. He hasn't gotten it yet. He's still holding it. 1:20 left. And he's got the fall. 40 seconds into the second period. Clark with the fall. 6 more team points. That makes it 33-28 Waco on the team scoreboard. 33-28 Waco. Looks like Clark's going to have some blood time after his match is over. Must not have happened till right there at the end.
Go, John Rice.
Got John Rice here at 285. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know who this wrestler is for Columbus. It's either Portillo, White, Zapiens, or Coyle. Or Zapanez. Zapanez or Coyle. I'm not sure who it is, but Waco sent out John Rice. All right, here we are ready to start at 285. We need some insurance points for the team here in this one. We need John to step up big for us, and John's a small 285 pounder, According to my son John, he's probably could be a 220 pounder if he tried a little bit, but that's how small John is. But he's pretty athletic, he's pretty quick, and if he can stay out from under these big guys, you know, he can do some damage. He's won some matches here for us. BGM, he won, I believe, 2, maybe 3 matches for us up there. That was a nice surprise from John. I've never seen John wrestle before. So it was a nice surprise to see him get some wins, get some team points for us. But he is obviously undersized here in this match. And the score is obviously still 0-0, a minute 20 left in the first. Rice is just getting kind of horsed around here, and they go out of bounds pretty hard onto the floor, onto the hardwood floor. Sounded like I heard an elbow hit the floor, so I hope John's all right. Looks like he's gonna be able to continue. That was a really big aggressive takedown from the Columbus wrestler. He just took it a little too far once he got to the edge of the mat. So 1 minute left in the first. I think if Rice can't win this match, I think based on team points, it would be plenty okay if he was able to just give up a decision. Just don't get pinned and give up 6 here. Based on the history, I would say we're probably going to get some points. Some points for Waco at 106. Samo and Jacob Nelson have a history. I think Samo's won every one of those matchups, so I would expect the same from him. Not guaranteeing 6 points, but Samo will probably be the favorite in that match to win. Looks like we got 3 pretty aggressive takedowns here, and he doesn't seem to be giving up till he gets right to the edge of the mat and the hardwood floor. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's starting to appear like an unsportsmanlike, in my opinion. But now we're talking about. Now we're going to have a discussion about it. There's some fun banter going on between the coaches, Pugh and Milder. Pugh is from Columbus, as everybody knows, so he's pretty intense when he wrestles Columbus. He obviously likes to win, but it's also probably fun for him to, you know, working on another wrestling program and able to beat his alma mater. 8 seconds left in the first, still 0-0 score. Looks like and that's the end of the first, tied 0-0. The Columbus coaches are typically very vocal in the corner, and the ref was in the Columbus corner having a chat with them, but we see that everywhere we go. They're pretty intense coaches. They get vocal and get really into their matches, so I guess I can't blame them for that as long as they don't get to the point of inappropriate. Well, I think we'll be all right. And the Columbus wrestler got to his feet, and Rice takes him right back down, almost right into a half. But he's doing a good job of controlling his hips here and keeping him flat. He's going to just let him go here, 1-0 Columbus. And that position wasn't worth getting yourself in a bad spot, giving up a reversal, maybe a reversal to your back. So giving up one there, that's really not a bad idea, honestly. So 1-0 Columbus. He's in on a double leg. Rice is fighting it off really, really well. He circles for a go behind and gets stepped over and gives up 2 takedown. He's got to get some hip separation here and work on getting out. He doesn't want to be under this guy very long. He's currently down 3-0, 1 minute left in the second period. He's got to figure out a way to get out here. If we could actually ride this period out right here would be okay, honestly. He just needs to not get turned. 30 seconds left, still down 3-0. He just has to not get turned here and work on trying to get out. 20 seconds. Columbus wrestler's going to try something different. He couldn't get that arm chugged out, so he's trying something different. 10 seconds left. I think we'd be fine finishing the period right here in this position. 4 seconds, 3, 2, and the end of the second period. Nice job, Rice. That was some tough wrestling on the bottom right there. Give him a lot of credit. Still down 3-0, chooses neutral. I think he can score on Columbus's takedown. I honestly feel like Rice can score on Columbus's takedown attempts. He just needs to be a little quicker with that go behind. Looks like we got blood time maybe for Rice, potentially. Yep, looks like blood time. After this match at 285, we should have 2 matches left, 106, 113. Most likely it will be Samo and Nelson. And then at 113, it will be Scorple and Mclaughlin. Start of this third period. Rice chooses neutral. And the nose plug fell out already. It's hard to tell if he's still bleeding or not. I'm sure they're just going to put a plug in there preventatively just to try to keep them from having to have another stoppage here for more blood time, but doesn't mean the plug won't come out again. Minute 48, 3-0 Columbus. Here we go. There's a lot of rough hand fighting here, a lot of head butting, slide by attempts, elbow passes. These guys are actually wrestling for the 285-pounders. They're Columbus is really trying a lot of different things. I'm not 100% sure, but I would think Rice's instructions at this point are just to, maybe not get pinned. That was a nice job defending that shot, going right into the whizzer and throwing it. Don't get me wrong, Rice has every chance in the world to win this match. I'm not saying he can't win it. I'm just saying I'm sure he was told going out on the mat, just don't get into a bad position and, get pinned and give up 16 points. But John's wrestling to win, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's out there just hanging on. So, but you don't see a whole lot of offensive activity from John because he's undersized here, and he just doesn't want to make a bad shot and get caught underneath this big guy. But he gives up 2 there, makes it 5-0 Columbus. 35 seconds left. He just needs to not go to his back and give up bonus points. We got to either get an escape or try to keep the score right here. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Don't go over. 5 seconds. Columbus working on a power half. That was a nice match by John Rice there. Again, obviously undersized, and that was a good finish there with the 5-0 score. I like that. Team score is now currently 33-31 Waco with that decision for Columbus. Got Samo and Nelson here at 106. Like I was talking about before, these guys have a huge history. They have wrestled a lot. And I don't know a time where Samo didn't come out on top. And he's in on he's got a little butcher situation there, looking for a go behind, and he gets it for the first takedown. 2-0 Samo. He's got a crossface with the far tricep. Now he's working on a power half. As I've said plenty of times before, Gage is really solid and really tough on top. He would be hard to wrestle from the bottom position, that's for sure. A little over a minute left, still Samo 2-0. And he's got a leg in now. Probably wait until he comes up to a base. And he gets his leg, Nelson gets his leg out. Right into a crossface, the far elbow, and he's got a cradle locked up. 40 seconds left. Samo has a cradle locked up, but Nelson's not going over easy. Now he got him over finally. And I'm pretty sure he's flat, but it's hard to tell from here. Nelson's doing a good job fighting this off. Samo has 3 near fall there, 5-0. That was a pretty hard crossface there, trying to get that bicep on the other side, tricep, sorry. It's 5 seconds left in the period. Samo still up 5-0. And that's the way the first period's gonna end. Columbus's choice here going into the second. He chooses to defer. Samo is going to the bottom position, leading 5-0. And the cover and the start of the second period. Samo quick with some hip separation, right back out. And he's around for a 2 reversal. 7-0 Samo. He's got a near side cradle locked up at the edge of the mat and loses it, trying to pull him back in. A minute and a half left. Second period. Gage has got a leg ride going here and a power half. And looks like a stalemate. I wasn't paying attention. I kind of glanced away for a second. Either stalemate or out of bounds, one of the two. 1:17 left, starting over in the middle. Samo gets him broken flat with that crossface again, looking for the cradle. Now he switches off to a butcher. Now he tries the cradle. He's right back to the crossface, and he's getting nothing. Nelson's pretty familiar with what he's trying to do here. They've wrestled so many times. 40 seconds left. I mean, sometimes it's different defending it than it is knowing what's coming, but, you know, you still have to. Still 7-0, Samo, 20 seconds left in the second. And 5 seconds left. Columbus is going to get their choice to start the third. And he's going to take down. Nelson with a quick little attempt to get to his knees and then his feet, but that was stopped by Samo really well, back to his belly. I wouldn't be surprised if Columbus isn't fine giving up a decision here, which is probably why they put him on the bottom, because they don't feel like he can get pinned. But we need some more points out of Samo here. He needs to try something different. 1:20 left. He's pretty technical here, working to try to find just the right thing. He knows he needs some bonus points here, which would really help for, but he's just not getting what he wants. I think it's about time for a stalling call on Columbus here. He isn't doing anything. 50 seconds. Looks at tilt. There's a tilt. Now he's getting near fall here on this tilt. That was really nice. That worked out really well. 25 seconds left. And he gets 3 near fall. Looking for more here. Ten seconds left. He's holding 3 near fall. It's gonna probably be a major. 13-0 Samo. And that's the end of the match. So we got a team score of 37-31. We got Scorple and Mclaughlin coming out here. Mclaughlin has a 6-point team lead here to hold on to. He just needs to not get pinned. But his history with Scorple has not always gone his way. These two have met quite a few times, clear back to kindergarten, and I only think John has won 1 match from Scorple in his career. So we'll see what happens. Mclaughlin's having a rough year this year. He's just having some trouble. There he is. He's got him. He's caught him. He's on his back. He's getting near fall. He just needs to sit back. Scorple's coming out and catches him in the reverse half and gets a reversal. The score is currently 5-2 Mclaughlin. The score's messed up. Mclaughlin battling on the bottom here. He can't give up that arm bar. He's got to fight that off so he doesn't go over. Oh. That's not good. That's not good. That's pretty tight there with the double arm bar and 50 seconds left. He's got to fight out of this. He's got to fight really hard. And he got out of it with giving up 3 near fall. That was pretty good fighting that off, but now he's in a cradle, and that's a tough situation too. It's currently 5-5. Scorple did not get any near fall in that last. Now he's out of the cradle position, in on a leg. If he can get him to his hip. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. He just needs to hold on here. And that's the end of the first period. 5-5. And Columbus defers with their choice. Waco takes neutral. Mclaughlin with the neutral. Start the second period on her feet. Scorple shot first last time. Let's see what happens. He's got it blocked. Step up! Get off your knees! Scorple's in on this single leg now. Kind of a reshot, and Mclaughlin gets dumped. Sorry, I had to mute my mic so I could yell at my kid that's wrestling. Had to yell at him again, sorry. It is currently 7-5. Scorple got a half. Mclaughlin's fighting that off really well, and he gets the half peeled off. But now he's in a cradle situation because he's all bunched up, and he's fighting the hands on this cradle. He's got to counter this. 45 seconds left. Still 7-5 Scorple. Now he puts a leg in. Sorry, had to yell at him again. 15 seconds left. Looks like potentially dangerous, maybe. Still 7-5 Scorple. 15 seconds left. 15 seconds left in the second. As soon as this period's over, I'm going to mute my mic and yell at John again because the coach in me just can't stop yelling at him. So 4 seconds left. Looks like possibly a reversal. Nice job, John. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, he got him broke flat right into that arm bar. Right into that arm bar. He's got the far wrist with it too, but he got out of the arm bar, so Scorple's got 2-on-1 wrist control here. Sorry everybody, I had to yell at him again. This is a pretty good match from John. He's been on the bottom a lot, but he usually gets pinned by this kid most of the time. So wrestling 6 minutes here is doing pretty well for him. And he gets 3 near fall. It's 10-5, Scorple. Now he's fighting the wrist, fighting the hands here. 20 seconds left. He just needs to fight this off. Ten seconds left. 10-5 Scorple. 5 seconds. That was actually a really good match wrestled by John. He hasn't wrestled 6 minutes with that kid for quite a long time. So even a 10-5 loss, that's a huge victory for him right there. I like to see that because the coaches and the team, everybody's happy. Final score 37-34 Waco. So we have now beaten Columbus twice in a row, twice in 2 weeks. We're going to have another JV match here. Stauffer has got another JV match against a different Columbus wrestler this time. And they're both in quickly on the collar tie, kind of horsing each other around. Stauffer with the good collar and inside tie, kind of pushing him around a little bit. Not really a whole lot of action going on here, but 1:25 left in the first. Neither guy really wants to be too aggressive here, but I guess they're just kind of feeling each other out. Columbus is going to potentially end up with this takedown here. And yep, he rolls over and gets the takedown. Stauffer is down 2-0. We really, I can't say it enough, we really needed that match from Mclaughlin to finish in a decision like that for team points purposes. I mean, he could have basically given up a major or a tech fall and we still would have won by 2 or 1 points as a team, but that's a good victory for him. That was a nice match. Sorry, I got a text message here. I was kind of paying attention to my phone. 28 seconds left in the first period. Stauffer still on the bottom. Columbus kind of working on a power half here a little bit. He's got Stauffer's arm pinned behind his back too. He needs to get that that arm back on the opposite side so he can counter this half, but he's doing a good job using his leg out there as a kickstand and not going over. That's the end of the first period. Stauffer down 2-0. Columbus's choice, and he defers. Stauffer chooses the top position to start the second. Right off the bat, the Columbus wrestler comes up off the whistle, and stopped right away by Stauffer and gets him back down flat. Can't quite see here, the angle's bad, what John's working on, but I would imagine it's probably a power half or a crossface looking for his butcher again. He seems to really like that butcher. He's pinned 2-3 guys maybe this year with that butcher. Works really well for him if he can get it set up nice and get it done. While Stauffer's here, I won't miss any of that action, I promise, but I just wanted to say that, that was a super good team effort from the Waco team tonight, knowing what they needed to win the team duel and going out and getting it done. Turns out Samo didn't need a major decision, but major decision is what he ended up with, and Mclaughlin wrestled a good match, 10-5. Loss, obviously, but for him, that's a victory against that guy because he just has had a hard time with him in the past. So great team effort to win 37-34. I don't quite know what the stoppage was earlier, possibly a stalemate because Stauffer got a stall warning, started him back in the middle and starting over, so it must have been a stalemate. John needs to probably work a little harder for something here before he gets dinged again for stalling and gives up a point. Not a lot of action right now, 10 seconds left in the second period. And Columbus chooses neutral to start the third. Right back into the collar tie and hand fighting. Stauffer with the underhook on the left side and the collar tie. Needs to use that. Use that to try to gain an angle. Elbow pass, use that under tie, throw him up and shoot in on a leg. Like a couple of bulls fighting here, and he's in on a double leg. He just needs to keep driving, finish, and now they're out of bounds. 1:25 left. We went out of bounds on Stauffer's double. If he can do that again and just get the legs pulled in and keep driving, he has got that takedown. The duel on the other mat was Van Buren against Pekin's small team this year. They've actually got a few guys that are injured also and not wrestling tonight, so Pekin's extra short-handed, and that match has been over on that other mat for probably 40 minutes now because of the Waco Columbus duel taking so long. There was a lot of 6-minute matches in that duel, and it lasted quite a while. So the Pekin and Van Buren and Cardinal have been kind of sitting around waiting for a long time because their mat's been empty. But there's Stauffer in on another double leg. He lost one of the legs, but he doubled back up again. He just needs to get his knees off the mat and drive through that. 13 seconds. He's up 2-0. Sorry, down 2-0, and he gives up another takedown and goes down 4-0 late in the third period. And that's the end of the match. Stauffer loses a decision 4-0 in the JV match at 285. All right, so I am using this laptop camera. It's a front face only camera, so I have to kind of set it on the bleachers and face the mat. So we are actually moving over to the other mat for the last two duels of the night. So I'm going to get away from the live broadcast for a little bit and go try to get set up on the other mat. So. Sorry about that. I was trying to get the camera set up and I had to completely move my spot in the bleachers to get to the other mat. So I think I was trying to get everything set up. I think Bachman lost by fall in the last match at 126. Kiros at 132 is currently up 2-0 with the first takedown. And he's working tough here on top. So we've still got Kiros on top with a 2-0 lead. I gotta get my sheet. I was looking for the Keegan Peden is who we have on this at 132 for Cardinal. So sorry again. Kiros must have given up an escape at the end of the first. It is currently 2-1 Kiros to start the second period. And I didn't notice whose choice it was and who picked what. So Kiros is on top. Still putting in a tough ride. He just needs to try to maybe elevate that leg and settle him back in. 120 left. Sorry, I was checking my messages. Looks like Kiros gave up a reversal at some point here in the second period, and now he's down 3-2. Kiros with a reversal of his own and back up 4-3, getting near fall. He just needs to elevate the leg and walk around the head. And that's the end of the period. 2 near fall. Kiros now up 6-3 to start the third. And we are starting neutral. We have wrestled Cardinal 3 times this year. I believe this is the 3rd time we've wrestled them. Junior working on a 2-on-1, also known as a Russian tie. He's in on a single, got it sucked in. Drive through, he needs to lift it and cut the corner. And he's looking for the head at the same time. But he's got the 2. 8-3 Kiros. 120 left in the match. And he's got this near side cradle locked up. He just needs to walk around the head, and but the Cardinal wrestler's got his ankle over here and isn't gonna let him walk around, but he's trying. There he goes. Now we're counting near fall. And it looks like he's pretty flat here, and Kiros gets the fall. Job, Junior. That was a really good transition from that takedown into that near side cradle. And with the pin, that was actually really smooth. Uh, 138. Cardinal has Dylan Johnson listed at 138. And it looks like we are going to forfeit at 138. Cardinal gets the win at 138. Waco forfeit. 145. Housen Gay is checking in. He is also going to take a forfeit. The team score is now tied 12-12. Spain out at 152. And he is also going to take a forfeit. 18-12, Waco is the team score. Al is coming at 160. And I don't see anybody getting ready for Cardinal. So, looks like Al is going to take a forfeit at 160. Team score currently 24-12, Waco.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you coming up.
Boone is checking in at 170. And he will take a forfeit at 170.
You see, all right? Oh, sorry, man.
I don't need to see, but the camera. Lovan going to the table, 182. And it looks like he is going to have a match. Lovan will have a match at 182. Ankle bands are on, and here we go. Front headlock to a gator roll, right to his back. And Lovan with the fall in 9 seconds. That would have probably been a school record if the ref was a little bit faster getting around there. I don't know what the record is for sure, but he was on his back in 5 seconds, and the ref was slow to get around the corner. That was pretty quick fall by Lovan. Team score currently 36-12. And we have Deers at 195. Deers at 195. I'm pretty sure, well, I should say pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Deers lost to this kid in the first duel we wrestled with them. And then he avenged that loss the second time we wrestled Cardinal. But Deers is in pretty quick on that takedown for a 2-0 score. Brock Lumen or Tatum Telfer is who Cardinal has listed. Deers quick with the half, getting near fall. And he just needs to settle back in here. Settle his hips in and get there it is. Deers with the fall, 54 seconds. Team score is 42-12 Waco currently. Clark coming at 2:20 to the score table, and I'm gonna guess he's gonna take a forfeit. That's exactly what we're gonna have. Clark takes a forfeit at excuse me. Clark takes a forfeit at 2:20, makes the team score 48-12. I'm not sure, but I don't think the last two team scores we had against Cardinal were this far apart. I think they were a little bit closer, but I'm not 100% sure. Willett's out tonight in the heavyweight match against Cardinal. He and Rice have been splitting some time this year, depending on, who the other team throws out or whatever. But yeah, Willett's got a headlock locked up, but he potentially give up a takedown, and that's exactly what happens. He gives up a takedown. He lost his grip on the arm, and he never got his hands locked up completely. And then his hand slipped off the elbow, it looked like to me, and he just completely lost control. Stoppage here. 1:16 left to put Willett's headgear back on. Willett's currently down 2-0. 1:15 left in the first. If anybody has any comments about the video, you can let me know. Is the angle right? I think I got it right. There isn't much I can do about it. I'm using the front-facing camera on the laptop, so I got it sitting in the bleachers, kind of pointed through an open area in the crowd to the mat. I can't zoom that I know of, and if I could zoom, it's a MacBook. I'm not an Apple guy. I have no idea where to even look. So he's going to get 2 reversal, 2 near fall, and and then he gives up 1 penalty point for the illegal headlock. He had the head locked up without an arm, and that's illegal. So he gives up a penalty point on that. That was a nice mat return there. I think the Cardinal guy was looking, and he comes up to the head there, kept the leg, controlled his hips, moved up to the head. This is probably the best match I've seen Willis wrestle all year, too. We are really doing some doing. We're actually really getting some good matches out of these guys here. We're wrestling really well late in the season. This is awesome to see, because I don't know that Willits beat that guy the last 2 times. So Cardinal has a 106-pounder, but apparently he's injured and not wrestling. So we're going to have Samo out here for a forfeit at 106. Cardinal does not have a 13-pounder at all. So Mclaughlin will come out and take the forfeit at 113. And who are we going to send out at 120? Waco has to send someone out at 120. Current team score is 60-12. 6-0-12. Waco. This is the last weight class at 120. I know Cardinal has a 120-pounder, but apparently he might be injured as well, because he is not coming out on the mat. Deacon Bird will take a forfeit at 120, which makes the final team score Waco versus Cardinal, 66 to 12. 66 to 12. I'm going to be offline here for a little bit. I'm going to leave the camera rolling, but my audio, I'm going to shut it off. Got to take care of what nature calls. All right, we're getting ready to start our duel here, the final duel of the evening against Van Buren. And we are going to start at 132. Kiros, and give me 1 second. Look at my lineup sheet. Van Buren has Tyler Stoltz at 132. And Stoltz in on the first takedown. I think Stoltz is a pretty solid wrestler. I haven't seen him wrestle a lot, but I'm thinking he's pretty solid. Should be a decent matchup for Junior. Looks like Stoltz has a leg in on one side. Now he's got the second hook. Junior just needs to slip out the back door there and get his reversal. Nice job. 2-2. Score's tied 2-2. 1 minute left in the first. We got some people leaving here. .40 seconds left. Looks like Kiros is in jeopardy of giving up a reversal, but yep. So it is currently 4-2. Kiros down 4-2. I think Van Buren has a pretty small team as well. Maybe not as bad as Pekin, but they are down a little bit this year in numbers. So 10 seconds left. And the end of the first. Stoltz is going to get 3 more near fall, making it 7-2 Stoltz. Kiros gets his choice. He defers. Stoltz chooses neutral. This might come down to Junior's gas tank here. Stoltz looks a little winded already. It's just the end of the first. But I don't know if that's from a weight cut or what's going on, but he looks a little gassed even at the end of the first. Stoltz with the underhook. Oh, Junior in on a low single. Oh, darn it. And gets caught with the cow catcher right to his back. Gives up the fall. 6-0 Van Buren. At 138, Van Buren has listed, oh, I missed it. Looks like a forfeit. Van Buren takes a forfeit at 38. Hausengay on the mat at 45. And his opponent is going to be Dirk Boyles. Loudon was in on a shot from a long ways out here a little bit ago, and Boyles had a really nice defense there on that shot, and then a really good reshot on that outside single. Still not 2 for Hausengay. Boyles has the leg, still has the ankle underneath, but I don't know how that can't be 2 at this point. Stalemate. 120 left. Still 0-0. I think these two have met once before. at the Van Buren duel. I was not there. That was the night I did not do the broadcast, so I was not there. But pretty sure Hausengay was the winner in that match. Looks like Boyles just caught him. Gets the 2 takedown. 2-0 Boyles. .40 seconds left. Hausengay on the bottom. Boyles riding tough here. He's got a wrist control on one side, and it's going to be really hard for him to turn Loudon, but he can definitely ride out the period here with a 2-0 lead. And they're out of bounds. 13 seconds left. Loudon needs to hit a switch here real quick off the whistle. Something quick for a reversal or an escape. And the period is going to end right here, 2-0. Looks like Boyles chooses down to start the second. Hausengay in to cover, and the whistle. Good hips by Hausengay to follow these escape attempts. Boyles is looking for any sort of hip separation here. Hausengay is doing a nice job following him, following his hips and staying in good position. And then a good mat return. Hausengay got a leg in, riding the leg, and gets the Boyles with the reversal there. Just kind of turned back into him after he put that leg ride in and drove into him for 2 reversal. It's now 4-0 Boyles with about a minute left in the second. Boyles appears to be pretty tough here on top. Loudon's usually got much more fire in him when he's on the bottom, you know, moving and trying to get away, but Boyles is probably giving him a lot of pressure here on top. He's just relentless with the wrist control. There isn't really much going on here. 20 seconds left. Boyles still up 4-0. That's the end of the second. Start the third. Boyles still up 4-0. Hausengay chooses neutral. I would have probably made the same choice. I think he's probably a little more confident on his feet than he is underneath Boyles at this point, but that was not a good shot. And he's going to end up getting out of bounds. I thought he was going to give up a takedown, but they end up out of bounds. Both of these guys are DC elite wrestlers, and I would imagine they've probably been practice partners at DC Elite practice for quite a while now. So they probably know what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, I would imagine, but still a pretty good matchup. It's a bunch of hand fighting right now. Collar tie control. Loudon's really taking some shots from a long ways out. I think he's in desperation mode right now, but 50 seconds left. Still 4-0. Boyles. Loudon's got to make something happen here. 40 seconds left. There's a nice underhook from Loudon and gives up the leg. He's 30 seconds. He needs to make something happen here, right to his back. Loudon was trying to make something happen here and ended up giving up a reversal, but I give him credit for trying to win the match. He was trying to go for something big and gave up that reversal. So Boyles finishes the winner 6-2. I'm sure Boyles is pretty happy about that after his loss before Christmas. 152, Spain, and Darren Kaufman. Not sure if these two have met yet this season or not. I think they have, but it might have been when I wasn't there at Van Buren. I'm not sure. Spain is another one. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier or not, but he's definitely another one that is showing some tremendous improvement. Every week, I feel like he gets better and better and better and better. So right here, he wouldn't have even been working that hard to fight this takedown off a couple weeks ago, or even, before Christmas or whatever. So yeah, he's improving tremendously. Team score update, it's 15-0 Van Buren. Kaufman's got a half in on Spain, and he's turning him, but he fought it off for a little while. Hey, looks pretty flat there, and that looks pretty tight. Spain gives up the fall. About 105 in the first period. At 152. Team score update is 21-0 Van Buren. Al is taking a forfeit at 160. Lovan is on the mat, takes a forfeit at 170, and Boone is checking in at 182. Team score is now 21-12. Van Buren, and Boone is going to have a match. Looks like Noah Cochran from Van Buren. Now we're starting to get into the bigger guys. Hand fighting, collar tie control is a lot more prevalent. Just trying to control. Chris has got a really nice low single there. That was a good display of it too. When he hits that, he almost drives right through and misses the leg. He hits it so hard, and he stacks him up on his shoulders for the fall. Wow. 30 seconds, 31 seconds, first period. Fall for Boone. Team score is now 21-18. Deers checking in at 195 again. And he will, let's see. They may have bumped Turner up to 182. He's listed at 170. I think they bumped Turner up when they forfeited to Lovan at 170, and this is Noah Cochran at 195, wrestling up to 195. Not 100% sure about that. Deers gives up the fall in 33 seconds of the first period. Team score is now 27-18, Van Buren. Looks like Rice is going to come out and take a forfeit at 220. And I'm guessing we're bumping Clark to 285 to take on Cameron Stoltz. Team score currently 27-24 Van Buren after the forfeit to Waco at 220. So at 285, Clark is bumping up to wrestle Stoltz. I don't know that these two have ever met before. Nice, easy, quick ankle pick for Clark. And he cuts him and lets him go for one escape. I think we're going to see a takedown clinic here, folks. Currently 4-1 Clark with that escape 4-2. And he's in on a nice blast double. 6-2. We're only 30 seconds in. And he gives him the escape 6-3. And he's in on another double. Got a leg lace there, but he decided to let go of it. And he gets the wrist and elbow control there and rolls through for the tilt. It is 11-3 with those near fall. Stoltz with the escape, 11-4. Stoltz in on a shot. Clark with a go behind for two more, 13-4. Clark has him flat. Maybe we're looking to turn again, potentially. 30 seconds left in the first period. Clark's looking at a cradle here. And Stoltz fights that off pretty well, but he looks like he's going to elevate the far leg. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple, folks. That was the simplest little tilt for near fall points I think I've seen in a long time. He's got 13 seconds. He's just going to finish it here, I think. And he gets the fall with 5 seconds left in the first period. Already up 16-4, decides to finish it with 5 seconds left. Team score 30-27, now Waco. And I do not believe Van Buren has a 6-pounder, so Samo will be coming out to take a forfeit at 106. That makes the score 36-27. They do not have a 13-pounder, so Deacon Bird will take a forfeit at 13. That'll make it 42-27. And we have TJ Yurok and John Mclaughlin gonna wrestle here at 120. I know TJ's dad. He just recently got down to this weight. So he's going to be physically bigger, I think, than Mclaughlin. But John's obviously undersized for this 120 weight class. But these two have never met before either, so you never know what'll happen. In fact, I just talked to TJ's dad a couple days ago, and he told me he was working on getting to 120, but he wasn't sure when he was going to be able to get there. Looks like Mclaughlin with a takedown there. He was working on some near fall points here with the Butcher, but he's going to end up giving up an escape here, probably, is what's going to happen. Nope, reversal instead, and he's in a Butcher himself. Jeez. These are the frustrating moments for Dad. I don't understand it sometimes, but he wrestled lights out in the last match and then does something really goofy like that. I don't quite understand, but oh well. Anyway, I can't get on him too hard. He wrestled good earlier. So I don't think they're keeping up on the team scores very well.
I think that's right.
Is it? Is it right? Okay, 42-33 Waco. This should be the last weight class. We got Bachman against Corbin Camp. This will be our last match. So for everybody watching tonight, I appreciate you tuning in. Sorry for the video technicalities again, but I found a good workaround here. I hope everybody was able to, see what they needed to see, and we can keep going. I think there's some serious issues going on with this software that we use, and somebody needs to get it figured out. So I don't know, but we made it work. So Bachman gives up a takedown and gives that half up right away and goes to his back. He's fighting pretty hard off his back here. He's got a little over a minute to keep fighting this off, and that looks pretty tight. All right, everybody, that is the last match. Final score 42-39, and a lot of those points were forfeits on both sides. But Van Buren wrestled better than I anticipated, actually. Probably took some wins from us that maybe they don't take from us all the time, but it's actually a pretty solid score for them, 42-39, against a team who, is filling most of our weight classes. So, yeah. Guess we'll try this again next time. Thanks for tuning in from Pekin High School. It was a fun night. I saw a lot of improvement out of the Waco team tonight. Looks like we might have some guys that are peaking here at the end, getting ready for some postseason stuff. We got our tournament this weekend on Saturday. If you have a chance to come out and watch it for a little while, please do. Waco home tournament on Saturday, and then the following weekend we're at L&M for a tournament, and then after that we're right into conference and sectional. So postseason stuff's right around the corner for these guys, and I saw a lot of guys with a lot of improvement that could go into the postseason with a pretty good shot at moving on. So hopefully we see a lot of these guys moving on in a few weeks. But thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.